For a challenge, I created the weakest character in Kenshi. All of his stats were at -50. He was broke, naked and starving, and he was a recently escaped slave with a 10k bounty on his head. To make matters even worse, Weakman could barely walk. He was extremely overencumbered just by his body, and his medicine skills literally killed people. Weakman's chances of survival in the cruel world of Kenshi were next to zero, but if he had nothing else, he had cojones and a will to survive. So in this playthrough, I will attempt to turn Weakman into the strongest man in Kenshi. Now relax, crack open a cold one, and join me on this epic adventure, which began at the hub. Welcome to the world of Kenshi, where everything wants to kill you, eat you, or if you're lucky, just enslave you. Usually, people would start with stats at 1 or 0, which is considered terrible. But Weakman starts at everything at -50, so he really sucks. Besides that, he is completely naked and has no possessions. He is also extremely slow, moving at 2 miles per hour because he's extremely overloaded. In comparison, some people over here like this Undertaker, they can move at 20 miles per hour. So as you can imagine, these guys a bit faster than him. And their stats are much better. But luckily, Weakman did spawn at the hub, which is kind of an early game noob town. So if he can survive anywhere, it's here. Now since Weakman is starving, I'm gonna have to feed him soon. But I cannot feed him unless I get some money to buy food. Luckily, these ruined houses do have some pieces of stuff I can pick up. These things are not worth much, but it's better than nothing if I can sell it at the local bar. Boom, just like that, we have $45 in our bank account. Alas, we still cannot afford any food. But there are some triangle bandits that showed up at the gates of the hub, which we could possibly loot if they get downed and then sell their equipment or cash in the bounties, which would be even better. Weakman will have to live the way of the scavenger until he can do anything else. So let's quickly grab these. Well, Weakman at least doesn't look like a slave anymore carrying these guys. And he's training his strength. Look at that, it's only at -47. And it's going up fast. This is gonna be just in time, because if Weakman falls below 150 in hunger, he can fall down to the ground and be unconscious, and that would suck. Right now, I will just sell everything, but maybe I'll keep the pants and the shirt, which is just enough to buy 1 food cube. Look at Weakman sniffing that man's ass and no longer dying of hunger. Now I'm gonna go check to this bounty place and see if they will accept the bounty that we're carrying. For this man is worth a lot to the Holy Nation, Czech Kingdom and United Cities, which none of these are. These are the Holy Nation outlaws. Alas, let's see. Nope, they did not pay me for him. That's unfortunate, but at least I can first aid him. Now you would ask, why would you try healing an enemy? Well, Weakman's terrible field medic means that when he heals somebody, he actually damages them. So if by any chance I get into combat and then have to heal myself, I will actually kill myself, which means it's a top priority for Weakman to level up his field medic to 0, and only then he can actually get into fights. So I will use all these basic first aid kits that I got from the triangle bandits and make sure that I level this field medicine as high as possible. And since I have some extra cats, I will buy this advanced first aid kit and I will continue training. Now look at the medicine levels go up. That is amazing. Unfortunately, my terrible medic skills have now murdered this poor guy, but I did get down to -37, so I just need to try healing a couple more people and it's gonna be great. Now this one that I picked up actually has a 2k bounty here at the Holy Nation Outlaws, so I'm gonna try cashing him in for some extra money. There you go, ka-ching, and we got 2,000 in reward. And I can also sell his worthless crap. And then I can go heal his friend Lars that is just lying here on the ground. And by heal, I mean kill him with kindness. I'm about to actually use my whole first aid kit, which got my field medic down to -21 already. And since poor Lars is still alive, I'm gonna go buy another first aid kit and go help him some more. Or, ooh, maybe I will join in on the fight over here between these starving bandits, and the city guards. And by joining in on the fight, I will observe from afar to see what they do. They actually defeated the Undertaker, which means maybe it's time to hide, although the reinforcements have now arrived. And now the bandits will fall, which means more bounties for Weakman. I actually can't believe Weakman made it to day 2. He's become a big trader. And while I want to cash in on the bounty, there are some slave traders over here. So since Weakman is an escaped slave, I'm just gonna go hide in the bar. I do not want to be seen. So this might be perfect time for some sneaking training. Increase my stealth stats as well. And just wait for the slavers to leave. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what they're doing there. They're trying to medic somebody, so I'm gonna try sneaking past them now. I'm gonna take the back valleys, so I can go and cash in this beautiful bounty for 2k. And then I'm gonna help heal him again, and hopefully level up my field medic skill a bit more. Because Weakman really loves to help. Oh, and I'm getting so close to positive skills. -5. Oh, now we're in the positives. -5 already heals. That is amazing. Weakman can now finally heal himself. There are many ways to take a life, but to be the bearer of good, to give the gift of life to your enemy, that is when you ascend. That is when you cross from a street rat to a proper human. For what else is humanity but a circle of life with no beginning and no end? Weakman was now at that doorstep. The ascension was but a step away, but while he was not ready to take it yet, there was comfort in celebrating his first real achievement. With all the carrying of bodies around, his strength at least increased quite a lot, but he is still very slow. And while he is so over-encumbered, he cannot actually get his athletics XP up at all. So really the best thing he can do is pick up some more bodies and just carry them around. Because when you carry somebody, you get 25% extra strength XP in Kenshi, which means that his strength is just flying up. And while his total weight he can carry right now is still at -13, with hard training he can get there and become much stronger. And all this hard work really reminded me of my one summer job when I was working at a local brothel, and my job was to clean urinals. Now the job itself didn't really require much use of my brain, which was good, but if you ever saw any of my older streams when I was streaming on Twitch and using my webcam, you would know that my nose is fucking big. And all of this was before the COVID times, so nobody ever used a mask, didn't even think about using a mask. So I guess cleaning all of those urinals, I guess, was more of a smelly job rather than a tough, hard job. And that's basically exactly what Weakman is doing right now. I mean, he's literally smelling that hiver's ass while he carries him around. And that hiver is dead, so that's double smell right there. And that just tells you that Weakman will not give in, and he will not give up. Because carrying this fly-ridden smelly corpse all around the town during the whole night actually got Weakman's strength to -15. And that means that the total weight he can now carry is no longer in negatives. I mean, just look at these muscles. That's some huge gains from wherever he started from. And he's not even stopping here. He will just continue going on. Because what are we without strength? And as Bob Marley said, no woman, no cry, or bitch, I'll slap you again. You gotta get strong to be able to slap that bitch. Weakman does not endorse domestic violence. All reference to violence or crimes is just incidental. I mean, he wouldn't even know how to pick up a violin to play it. In even better news, Weakman is so strong now that his encumbrance is finally below 100%, which means he's actually starting to get some XP in athletics, and his run speed is up to 3 miles per hour. Truly ginormous gains. There's also another good thing about hiding at the hub. His ex-slave tag is slowly dropping off, and he only needs to hide for another 54 hours before that's gonna disappear. And he doesn't even look like a slave anymore, or barely. And now that his strength is finally no longer in the negatives, the first stat to reach 0, I'm gonna throw this corpse away. Let it fly. Thank you, Olks, for all that you've done for Weakman. He's been a great companion. And since Weakman can now carry up to 15, when he is not carrying a body, he is no longer over encumbered. Meaning his athletic skill is gonna be going up like crazy now. And he can actually run at swift 11 miles per hour. Just look at him go. And now that Weakman could run, a whole brave new world of possibilities opened up to him. You see, with speed comes wealth. And with wealth comes security, and that was Weakman's new plan. Get fast, to get rich, to get allies. To the doubters amongst you, that might make no sense, but trust me, all will become clear soon. So my goal through this whole night was to run, and run, and run even more. And as Weakman ran throughout the whole night, so he ran throughout the whole day. He made sure to avoid the slave traders patrolling the streets, but otherwise he just ran like Forrest Gump on prescription medication. Yeah, spent pretty much the whole day just clicking left and right on the city and watch him run. But trust me, the end result was worth it. Because by the time the evening rolled around, Weakman finally reached athletics level 0. And that meant he could now run at 17 miles per hour. Now in the grand scheme of things, that wasn't necessarily that fast. You see, there were creatures out there in the world of Kenshi who could run double that fast. But Weakman's got something those creatures do not have. He's got a big head with lots of brains in there, I hope. Just over from the hub, there is a swampy area right there where the hivers live. But also, in this area live the things called beak things, which are kind of a giraffe/dinosaur murderous things. They can run really fast, but they also have nests with lots of eggs that people would pay a fortune for. And if a brave adventurer like Weakman would go in there and steal those eggs, well, there's a chance he would become very rich. As long as he managed to not get eaten in the process. So, let's go out there, to the land where big things rule supreme. But if there is one man that can outsmart them, it's definitely Weakman. Oh, and I already see a nest in the distance and some big things fighting stuff. Look how fast these things are. And it seems like they are fighting a gorilla. Oh, but there's another group over here. It seems like they're gonna try to eat Weakman. We cannot have that. So let's run towards the nest and try to steal their eggs as fast as possible. Because there's a lot of eggs here. We got one. We got one. That's amazing. Would be a shame if Weakman would steal more from you, wouldn't it? I can grab one more. Okay, he got it. Now we run again. I will grab 2 eggs because they will already get me over encumbered if I grab the third one. So now all we have to do is get safely to the hive village and try not to get eaten by the big things in the process. I just need to make sure that they do not hit me. Because you see, Weakman's KO point is at positive 27. And these things hit for a lot. I don't think that bull is gonna survive the death stack of big things right there. But it does seem like the bulls are trying to help Weakman, which is great. Now all I have to do is get the traders over here and then the hivers can take care of the big things for me. It's kinda hard to see what's happening, but I see green numbers in the back, so I guess that's good. I'll take that as good. Now let's run inside. They will never be able to catch me in here. Safety. Oh, that is good. I'm sorry, dear hivers, I have released a squad of big things in your village, but they will pay 4,200 for each of these eggs. Instantly, Weakman's rich. I will buy a lantern radiance from these guys so I can see at night. And now I'll see if I can get the hivers to fight the big things around here, because they are certainly a danger to their village. Oh yes, one of the farmers or one of the guards is trying to go for it. Very nice. The more of these things that die, the better for Weakman. And while the hivers fight, I will run back to the nest. There are more big things already here to try to chase him. But I soon find out that Weakman is not really palatable. They should stick to wild bulls, to be honest. And they should just let Weakman steal their eggs. Oh no, Weakman has been hurt. He has been hit in the leg. We're gonna now have to run, otherwise he might have to fall to the ground. Really, that's what I get for talking smack to these big things. But luckily, these high villages will provide safety. Just get inside, Weakman. You got this. Oh, and now the hivers are fighting. Good. Oh no, but the trader also went to fight out there. How will I now sell? Well, first, Weakman has to fix his leg anyway. And the good thing is, the trader is strong, so he is winning his fight. Which gives me time to butcher one of the big things. And then we sell again. And we butcher some more. I am now slower because of my injuries. But if I can get some more big things killed around here, maybe it's gonna be safe for me to run back. Oh yeah, look at them go. That big thing is not gonna survive for long. Let's risk it all again and let's go back to the nest. I can see the big things are still around, just eating something. And the others are chasing Weakman already, but they will never catch him. Grab that egg, buddy, and then run again. I'll try to lose them and go for another egg. Oh yeah, the hill confuses some, and I got another. Beautiful. Now Weakman is even slower, but these silly dinosaur giraffes will still not catch him. And as long as he can safely make it back down to the village, he will get rich. Now just to convince the hivers to fight for me again, and then we're all good. Look at the armada being unleashed. And in the meantime, I sell and I butcher. And as the hivers win their fights, I butcher some more. Since his leg is healing and he is getting faster once again, I'm gonna give it another try. There is another set of eggs out there with Weakman's name on it. And while the things still try to eat him, I will have my prize. And I will take your eggs. Weakman, quickly take it. Let's go. Alright, we got 2 more. I will be greedy. I will get a 3rd one. Have some eggs, buddy. The trader is now actually out of money. Almost. But Weakman is still greedy, for there are more eggs there. And the big things are too busy dying, fighting bulls and such, I'll just take them for free. And Weakman will just find the next highest bidder and sell all the eggs. Yes, innocent creatures had to suffer for Weakman to become wealthy. But as in real life, so it goes in Kenshi. The weak are trampled by the strong, and the rich rule the world via sheer ruthlessness. Today, innocence is sold in the shopping centers and swallowed by the rat race that is modern consumerism. But no matter how little we might like it, no matter how much we want to scream out that we are different, that we care, in the end, we're all part of the same system. Eat or be eaten. And if that were the only choice, Weakman knew there was only one answer to give. Weakman is prepared to do whatever he needs to do to survive. And now he has $60,000 in his bank account. So let's get the hell out of here and return to the hub, where Weakman will indeed be able to buy safety again. And since his ex-slave tag is about to expire in 1 hour, he can finally feel like a free man once again. Well, if you ignore his 10k bounty with the United Cities. But the hub is not part of the United Cities. And since I've been talking about allies for a while now, well, let's spill the beans. The star right here belongs to the Shinobi thieves. And if I speak to their boss, I can join them for a fee of exactly 10,000 cats. And now? Well, I have $10,000 less in my bank account, but the Shinobi thieves are now my allies. And they like me very much so. Which means I now have access to their tower. I can use their training amenities over here, and I can sleep and rest in their beds. I can talk to their traders and buy from them, but most importantly, they'll provide Weakman with assistance whenever he needed it. As long as he was close enough to them that they would actually notice. Now, let's go buy some shit. Unfortunately, this trader doesn't have anything that good today, no backpacks or such, so I'll just maybe buy a hat. So Weakman can look more like a ninja, I guess. Maybe some new pants as well, even though they are worse quality than whatever he had before. But they make him look more ninja-like. There is certain warmth that only comes through the knowledge of safety. To have a backup plan is to have security, and to know there's a guardian angel watching over your shoulder, it takes away the pressure of a rock on your chest. A soft bed to place your weary head after a day of hard work is the greatest reward given to humanity. For with rest comes the energy to tackle each day as if it was the first or be the last. Now, I'm not planning this to be the last day of Weakman here, but it does have that certain feeling of it being the first in a series of new awesome things that will happen to him. He's got financial stability for now, and he has friends where he can seek refuge. And as we all know, he's got so much more training to do. So I'm gonna use the rest of this night to just train some lockpicking. It should go really fast while we're deep in the negatives. And by the time the morning rolled around, Wickman hit lockpicking level 0. Now that lockpicking skill might not mean that much right now, but trust me, it will be useful in the future. But first, Wickman needs to get stronger. And there are some starving bandits around here. And with a starving bandit on my shoulder, Wickman can get stronger once again. And that means more running around the town once again. Yep, leveling strength is a tedious process. But maybe I do get to actually fight enemies and get punch in the face. Look at that, Wickman is in a fight with a escaped slave starving bandit. And look at his dodge go up. And this guy does not hit for much. Still hurting Wickman though. Or this lady. I am sorry. Oh, but now we have others joining the fray. Let's see if Wickman... Oh, Wickman got one swing in for 1 damage. That's amazing. Almost a whole level martial arts from that one swing. I'm gonna have to first aid my new friend. Look at that fight. Oh, once again, Wickman's getting punched by a lady in the face. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean that he's weak, even though he is. Help has arrived again. Don't worry, friend. I will first aid you once again. But you're gonna get stabbed. That's unfortunate. Maybe, now with my excellent lockpicking skill, I should remove those shackles from you so you can be free, Ludo. And then, Ludo, you can truly be free. She's getting back up. That means fight once again. She no longer has shackles to keep her occupied, which means this is gonna be a better fight. Lady! Get away from here! Oh, come on. I have no peace and quiet to be punched in the face by Ludo. If Wickman desires to be punched in the face, lady, you shouldn't interfere. Actually, can I get your shackles off as well, please? There you go. Oh no, Wickman. Now she wants to follow you. Go! Be free. You do not need to follow Wickman. I really don't want her helping me against Ludo, but I bet that's exactly what she's gonna do. Wickman needs to be punched. So Orim, please... do not interfere! This could have been such great dodge training. Maybe I need to bring Ludo somewhere where we're gonna be safe from Orim. Oh, she's ready to go. Yes, we are alive, Orim. What did you think that's gonna happen? Good, she ran away. I'm gonna try and hide into her house now. Only assuming it's her house. It belongs to the Holy Nation Outlaws. And she was one. And maybe I can fight Ludo here. We close these doors, okay? We do not go outside. We fight in here. Yes, there you go. Now she's hitting me for more. Inside, you get martial arts bonus. But maybe that's gonna, increase. Oh, look at the toughness increase as well. Oh, this is amazing, Wickman. Oh, but you cannot get hit in the chest again, or you'll die. I didn't even realize how far my toughness has gotten. The KO point is at +7 now, which is amazing, but still, unless these guys help me. Oh, but don't hurt Ludo too bad. Ludo's my friend. Don't chop her up like that. Let Wickman get a swing in as well. No, maybe not. Oh, they will imprison Ludo. Ludo, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Ludo. Well, she did find a new home. Maybe that's what she wanted all along. She's just slightly hurt now. But so is Wickman, really. So maybe it's time he goes to bed and heals up for a bit. Oh, now that I'm here, I'm also gonna buy a backpack from these guys, and maybe some droning clothes. And now Wickman truly looks like a ninja. And maybe that was my plan all along. But I have spotted another opportunity for strength training. Pup, you're coming with me. And now we shall train the night away. I wanna say I'm really happy with that toughness training we got from fighting our friend. Well, usually in Kenshi, people would get knocked out when they got below 0 or below 20 or whatever their toughness was. Wickman had such a shitty toughness that it meant that he could get knocked out while he was still quite healthy, which, let's be real, you really don't want to see happen at all. And since toughness is one of the most important skills out there, I'm happy we got it somewhere. That way there's less of a chance of Wickman dying to an unfortunate wound. What is also unfortunate is that these slave traders are just circling around the town right now. I don't like that. I feel like I need to do something about this. Get some safety or something. And what better safety would there be than having your own house? And there's plenty of ruins to sell here at the hub. So, why not spend 4,800 of our hard-earned cats and buy ourselves a storm house? Now that we have the building, well, we're gonna need to repair it. And for that, we need 11 more building materials. We're gonna go see if they are selling some of the bar. They usually do. Well, they have 3 in total. That's not very good, but I'll take it. I have reached level 10 in strength while carrying this friend around. So I will release Pop now. You can be free and fly into the air. I have no idea where he got launched, but he's gone now. And I'm gonna go check to the neighbors over yonder. Well, the neighbors here is another bar and a hideout and such. They should have some building materials as well, hopefully. Well, they don't. They got all kinds of other stuff, but no building materials. That is disappointing. I could run to the hivers again. They will certainly have some building materials for weak men. Just gotta make sure not to get eaten by the beak things on the way in. Ah yes, they're happy to see weak men as always. 7 building materials only? I guess I will take as much as we can carry. It's certainly better than nothing, I guess. And the journey is great for his athletics training as well. So let's put what we got to good use. And at the end of the day, the house still isn't complete. Still missing 3 building materials, but we can get more in the morning. Maybe the neighbors got some? No such luck, unfortunately. But maybe in their chesticle? Well, there is dried meat. And some rum. Not gonna say no to food and rum. Now, since there are no bodies to carry around right now, and I have to wait until the morning for the traders to restock their building materials, I'm gonna go visit my friends the thieves again. And maybe I can use one of their training dummies. No, that one does not work at all on the negative combat. Alright, fair enough. I wonder if the assassination one works? Oh yeah, the assassination one works. So I guess we'll be training that then. And as the new morning rolled around, Weakman's hard work clearly paid off. For his assassination was at 5 now. Let's go. And now that it's morning, let's go check on the friends again. Oh yes, these guys got 6 building materials for me. And that means Weakman can now finish his home finally. And just like that, it's done. Home, a place to call your very own, is the ultimate prize we all strive for in our daily lives. Alas, the reality of today shows us that the previous generations conspired against the young and allowed their greed to ruin a regular man's chance at acquiring a place to live. But while they took that away from us, they also gave us the drug that we call the internet. And as long as we shoot it on a daily basis, we'll always have a home in places like Kenshi. Now that we have a life, we can use this research bench to research stuff. First, we'll need some books, and we can use these books to unlock some research. And while Weakman might not be the smartest scientist out there, he does have a racial proficiency for scientisty things. And as long as he's being sciencey, he will slowly learn. So for now, I'm just gonna let him research at his own small house while we wait for some bandits or something to show up. Yes, I could go look out for the enemies out there in the nasty world of Kenshi, but I am in no hurry, and this is something Weakman has to do as well. Weakman has now spent most of the day on research and no starving bandit showed up, so I'm gonna try something way more dangerous. I'm gonna attack some goats. You see, goats in Kenshi can be really nasty and dangerous, so what I'm hoping for is that they will follow me to the thieves. Come goats, let us all go together. I am prepared to get hurt in the process as long as I get hurt in the vicinity of the thieves, unless the Shinobi thieves lose the fight as well, which I'm not really sure is what's gonna happen. Yeah, no, they're destroying them. Punch it! Oh my god, Weakman punched a goat, and he's been hurt badly in the process as well, but that's fine. That's all toughness training for Weakman. Go buddy. Oh my god, his head is being caved in by this one single goat. Oh, the humanity. Oh, but there is more help arriving. Yes, good. Help me, friends. Help me. These evil animals attacked Weakman without any reason. Look at that. His toughness is at -17 now. He got his dodge to -14 as well. And martial arts to 48 minus. That's amazing. He can't really use his arm right now. It's just flopping around, but that's fine. I'll go quickly heal that wound. Maybe I will borrow this goat. This will be my goat now. And this goat can come live with me. I will heal you, Mr. Goat. I want to get punched by a goat, natty-like. Kick me in the nuts, goat. Destroy me. Absolutely wreck me. Actually, maybe that's a terrible idea. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. At least open the door, weak man, so you can get out. Help! There's a crazy goat in my house. Oh, it's coming out. Oh no! The goat is coming out! Weakman's wounds are dire. He can barely walk, and he's bleeding out. Look at this goat go. Heal yourself, weak man, before the goat can get you. Luckily, the goat is badly wounded as well, so speed is not really its thing. But unfortunately, neither is Weakman's. Weakman, your leg is in dire condition now. Maybe it's time you stop playing with the goat. If I go inside, that goat will never figure out how to open the door. Let's go, quickly. Close the doors and hide. Beautiful, you did it, Weakman. You survived against this vicious goat. Now look at that. His knockout point is at -1 now. That is what I call victory. It's gonna take him the whole night to limp back to the Shinobi thieves, where he could go and rest in pieces. The end of one grind signifies the beginning of another. And while Weakman grew over the last few days from a hobo who could barely walk to a wealthy homeowner, deep down inside he knew he was still weak. But he was ready to show the world that if you nurture a precious cocoon, bathe it in life-giving light and warmth, it will eventually transform and a beautiful butterfly will emerge, ready for world domination.